stick around for sparkling memories. Today we're going to actually talk about relationship, whether you should leave or you should stay. You know, everyone seems to be a little bit confused as far as if it's worth it. Well, for one thing, there are different signs. You are the only person going to determine whether or not the relationship is right for you, or it's time to split. Like, bye, see you, don't call, don't text, nothing. Basically. Now, when it comes to that, it depends on where you're at in your life, because sometimes people drift apart, whether it be financial reasons, whether it be health-wise, and then the goals tend to be different. Because now the time your goals for when you were younger and now as an adult is going to be the same. Sometimes it's going to shift, and some people can roll with it. Other people can, deuces, see you later. It all depends on the situation and where you are in your life and the person that's with you. If they're helping you to grow and advance and get to a stage where you and the person and have an understanding as far as where you go from here, because you want to have goals. You don't just want to be in a relationship and it doesn't even make no sense. Like, one of the things I notice is people don't see different signs. One of the signs you have to at least pay attention to is how the person treats you. Like, if they're treating you like crap and they're not going out with you and don't want to be seen with you in public, then obviously something more going on there. Like, it's not obvious, but a lot of people might not be, right? I don't know how. Now, if you're out with somebody and you could only see them in the night and you can't see them during the day, then obviously you're not exactly the person. Main thing, check out the signs, because there are signs. A lot of people like to say, I can change this person. No, person, you can change yourself. Like, seriously, you can't change other people. You have to be okay with yourself, and you have to understand exactly why you do what you do. Don't put it on somebody else saying that it's their fault. Another thing to look at: if you get into a relationship and the relationship has to be one way in public and another way someplace else, then obviously you might not be the person's main person that they're dealing with, and you might be the side chick or side dude. Yes, they have side dude just like they have side chick. Yeah, who would have known, right? But they do have them. Okay. Another thing you want to point out is be aware of what you want. Okay, self-awareness is very important. Now, when it comes to that, you can always get to a point where you ask your friends and your family, and you and all are going to a setting. Look at how the person that you're supposed to be with is acting when you're not actually in front of their face, and how they respond to other people of the opposite sex and same sex. Because believe in me, you have to look at everything. Take them out to a family gathering or an event, whereas it's some of your friends and you, and then disappearing and watching from a area in the corner, or watch from an area in the corner, and see how to respond when they think you're not around. Now, I'm not saying be a detective, go around play Blue's Clues with adults. Like, anybody got time for that? Do you have time for that? And I don't. That's too much work. If you get need to work to do that, then not happening. Now, if you get to a point where as you want to create a plan, your plan is to make sure the person is for you, not they're there just for convenience. Some people in a relationship and they're there for convenience. The difference is you have to figure out who is who. Now, it might take a while for you to decide or figure that out, and I completely understand that, because if you get to a point whereas you ask one question today and then tomorrow you ask the same question, you get a different response, obviously the person's lying. Lying cannot build a foundation. Okay, too many of y'all with people who lie and they tell you stupid stuff that don't make no sense, because you need to investigate. And if you investigate it a little too hard with a dude or a girl, then probably the relationship you in just might not be for you. You're there for convenience. Their convenience could be, well, say for instance, the person don't have no place to stay, and then they meet up this girl that have her own condo and she got her own car. You might be the transportation for your job, the place to sleep at night, and then during the day you do whatever, because some people, they get with somebody because they don't have what you have. You're willing to give it away, whether it be money, a place to stay, a car, any other materialistic stuff that people want these days. Yes, there are scrubs. Yes, there are gold diggers. Yes, there are people who use others for what they have. They're sugar babies, sugar mamas, sugar daddies, all of that. Yes, it's totally true. So don't get it confused that don't actually happen. Yes, it happens like all the time. And it's ready, and she ain't giving up nothing. the thing, yeah, it's a use for use. And a lot of times people tend to get into them kind of relationships and not realize that that's what's going on. You gotta be aware of these things. Because if you're not aware, people don't use you. Like, seriously. I've been too many times, I've seen people come outside saying that, yeah, I'm with this person. If somebody ain't claiming you and you claiming them, that's another problem. Now, whether or not you should stay in a relationship is not, it all depends on what you're getting out of it and what a person is getting out of it. Have a conversation. If you guys sit down and have a conversation with a significant other, then you have a big issue. Communication is very important. You have to be able to communicate with this person. If it starts feeling like a roommate, then maybe you're there for convenience. Being there for convenience doesn't mean the person loves you. People could be there because they want to take care of the kids and have kids with you and not anybody else. And they want to be the good dad. They want to be the best mom. They're not really into you. It happens both times, one to none, and people don't quite realize that. And you gotta understand that you don't have to be with somebody and take care of your kids. You don't have to be going to school and somebody paying your bills. Maybe you have to get a job and pay for your own bills. But somebody paying your bills and do everything for you, and you feel the person is for you, then that's great. But you have to make a distinguish between what is right, what is wrong, and what's in between. Because if you don't get to a point where you understand what you want in life, you can't help nobody. It's like the deaf leading and blind. You have to know what you're dealing with. Now, when it gets to a point where you don't realize exactly what you're dealing with in terms of your goals, whether it be short term, long term, all depends on you and where you go from here. Now, you want to be in a relationship that is actually growing and advancing. You don't want to be in something that is like, I'm doing all the work and the person isn't doing all the work. Now, another sign if the person is gay. If you're a female and you have a guy and he's obviously gay or you suspect he's gay, you might want to check it out because these guys are undercover and obviously they have lack of trust. If you don't trust somebody, then it's pretty much pointless because with trust you could build a foundation. And believe me, you don't want to be in a relationship that's going nowhere. You don't want to be like other people have seen 10 years in a relationship and guess what? They never get married, never had children. You just waited a whole decade of your life not doing anything. And for what? For somebody that wasn't even meant to be with you and that's going to grow with you is completely pointless if that happens, okay? As far as taking an initial step as far as what to do, I have in my website, sparklememories.com, I'm going to put it in the description, okay? Now, it is in the description because it shows product strategies. It talks about self-awareness, distressing, getting organized, being a productive part of your day, and moving forward so you can actually get to the point where you need to be. Till next time, this is Mr. Rock from Sparkling Memories. Bye-bye.